Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. And a lot of you were asking me on social media. I did actually get that bouquet of flowers from my husband, so he's certainly not in trouble. But let's go to greener pastures, shall we? It is the latest dating app craze. It's called Tudder. You swipe left or right, just like Tinder, only you are looking at, get this, cattle. You're looking at cows, essentially, not people. But this meat market is certainly no mere PR stunt. Tudder is making it easier to pair breeding partners for cows and bulls, and it's spreading quicker than you can say Hugh Heifer or Moodonna. More than 40,000 farms across the UK have actually signed up already, so it is indeed proving pretty popular. Doug Bairner, CEO of Hectare Agritech, the firm behind Tudder, joins us live now from London. So, Doug, I have to ask you, who came up with this idea and how was this idea given birth to?
Oh, good evening, Zane. It all came about when we were interrogating the data from our sister site, sellmylivestock.co.uk, and we realised that with the wealth of data that sits behind breeding cattle, that it lends itself perfectly to an app-based way of matchmaking, much more so than human matchmaking, because it's all very objective data rather than someone's opinion of themselves.
It's interesting because on an app like Tinder, or I don't even know anything about online dating, but an app like Tinder or Match, you know, you have photos of yourself, sometimes photoshopped photos of yourself, but then profile information, for example, your age, you know, date of birth, star sign, I don't know. What is it on Tudder? What information do you get about the cows on Tudder?
Well, with the wealth of performance data that sits behind all the cattle, you can see exactly how they're going to match up with their perfect mate. So, for instance, if you're looking at dairy cattle, you can see the expected milk yield that you would get. You can see how easy it would be for the cows to give birth, so it's much safer for the cows and the calves. So yeah, all around there's a huge amount of data that sits in the background. There's no hiding behind a picture or a strange profile.
So it's interesting because you know, when you compare it to Tinder, it's easy to sort of find this funny, you know, a dating app for cows. However, this actually does make farmers' lives a lot easier. Explain how.
Yeah, absolutely. If we're going to face down a global food shortage, we need to make farms more profitable, and that's what we're really passionate about. There's a huge amount of technology that's being focused on the production side of farming, but not a huge amount looking at the business side of farming. We did a survey and realised that most UK farmers operate at very low profit or actually at a loss. So in order for them to make improvements on the production side, we need to help them to make improvements in their profitability, and that's really what our business Hectare is all about. So we're making the supply chain much more efficient for farmers, being able to find stock from all around the country, and without having to leave the comfort of their own office or even their sofa, as in with Tudder.
Very interesting. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of anything like this, so congratulations at least for a very original concept. Thank you so much, Doug Bairner. Thank you. Appreciate that.